So summer's almost coming to an end, and honestly, my thoughts on the summer so far, I would say that it was good, but it has not been as great so far. This summer was actually worse than last summer. So here's the reason why. So apparently California started seeing way more wildfires. Which caused a lot of people to see way more smoke in the forecast. A lot of people woke up to smoky skies, bad air quality, hurricanes, deadly hurricanes, and also my state and my city saw days of smoky weather. So the entire sky was completely covered with smoke. The air, it was so bad to the point where we had to cancel our outdoor plans because of it. For one of the days, we actually went outside, but I had to literally roll up my window just so I wouldn't breathe in all that smoke. I did make a video about this, but I got myself into trouble when I did that, but I'm not going to go into full details about it for personal reasons and such. But besides the point though, the fires has been way worse than last year's wildfire season. Last year, the wildfires last year there was a wildfire that reached 7 billion acres last year, which pushed all of that bad smoke. And the smoke, when the smoke reached 7 billion acres last year, because all that smoke created its own weather and it worsened the air quality in my area, making it so bad that last year, I don't know, it was around July or August, my mom came home with ashes from the wildfires falling onto her car and also onto our house. I already made 2 videos about it this year, but when I made a video about it last year, I was forced to take it down 12 months ago. So it wasn't great, but that's and then this year was worse though because there was a lot more wildfires going on, and then because of that, although that smoke pushed all the way into my city, which worsened the visibility outside. We've been seeing weeks of it though. For one of the weeks, we actually saw that wildfire smoke pushing into our area. The smoke was so bad that lots of events in my city were canceled because of it. And I had to make 3 videos about it though, and the reason why all these fires started in the first place is because of how hot it's been. Even though you probably heard on the news saying that the cause of the fire is under investigation, but that's not really the case. So the reason why the fires has started is because I overheard from one of my friends, Sparkle Shine Gamer. She said this once on a StreamYard last year when I was getting hated. She said that the main reason why all these fires are happening is because it's been getting way too hot in California. So that's one of the reasons why. That's the reason why all these fires are happening. So if you've been hearing on the news saying, "Hey, what's the cause of this? What's the cause of this garage fire? What's the cause of this semi-fire? What's the cause of this apartment fire? What's the cause of this wildfire?" Well, that's because all that is because of the heat. I don't know why the news never says the fire is under investigation when they know that when they already know what's the cause of the fire. It's what vegetation, heat, and lack of rain. So Honestly, I don't know why the news says the cause of the fire is under investigation when they know what the cause of the fire is. It's been, it's, it's been getting way too hot, dry vegetation, and also, I also have been hearing that if the grass gets way too vegetated and way too dry, that could also spark a brush fire. But that normally happens when excessive heat warnings play a factor. And I've actually saw lots of that this year. Back in June this year, I was under an excessive heat warning for 4 days, which caused me to make a video about it, which I got myself in trouble for doing. But I'm not going to go into full details about it. But the next month, I was under excessive heat warning for weeks, also in August as well, which lets me get in a lot of trouble on the 13th and having all my stuff taken because of it. And then just last week, I was under a heat advisory where it was in the mid to upper hundreds. And my mom didn't like the fact how I made 5 to 20 videos complaining about my area be under an excessive heat warning and the fires and stuff, but I won't say that I was actually complaining though. I was like saying about what actually happened. But so like I said, if you've been hearing the news though, the main reason why all these fires are happening is because one of my friends, SSG2K7, told me that the cause of the fire is the heat, vegetation, and lack of rain. So please keep that in mind, because it's been getting way too hot. So if temperatures are around 90 degrees or 100 degrees in the West Coast, that sparks brush fires. So if it gets way too hot in the West Coast, like it says, reaches like 90 or over 100 degrees, it can spark apartment fires, house fires, brush fires, and wildfires. So I want you to keep that in mind, because if you want to know why the fires are starting, because it's been getting way too hot in the West Coast. It's been getting extreme, and also because the West Coast sees lots of excessive heat warnings. Like if you live in Nevada, you get temperatures around 130, but with no wildfires. So if you want to know why all the house fires, apartment fires are happening, it's because the heat. It's because this it's because the excessive heat. The main reason is because the excessive heat, vegetation, and the lack of rain. So please keep that in mind. And I did make, and so, and summer in general was kind of like went off to a really rough start. There was a lot of drama going on in the community. I got hated. My friend got hated. I got hated twice. My friend got hated for supporting 2 criminals and such. There was a lot of controversy going on against. There was a lot of controversy going on against one of my friends, who is the leader of the Spies and Detectives, which led to a string being made out of her and such. And there was also a lot of controversy going on against my other friends in the community. So, and at least 30 users has gotten hated in this community this summer alone. Last year it was around 50, now it's 30 or 50. So there was just that though, and also there was like a lot of hurricanes going on. Like Hurricane Ida destroyed Louisiana. Hurricane Elsa hit Florida, the Florida Panhandle, and the Florida Keys and such. There was also controversy There was also and then schools opened back up. And the last students tested positive and such. So it was a lot. It's crazy. And then Hawaii had the and then there was a recent travel ban on Hawaii. If any of you did not see my recent video about that, so it's a lot. But and thankfully, and honestly, the summer so far has not been great. Though I want fall, winter, and the rest of this year to be better because I don't want seeing more drama going on too much. We saw a lot of drama last year. Last year, at least 100 users in this community got a hate base. No joke. Last year, over 100 users got hated in this community last year because of it. Honestly, I'm not too happy about it. Regardless, people don't want to listen in this community, so it's whatever. But besides the point, I will be making a new video soon. And honestly, and also, I kind of got into a little argument recently regarding like the heat in my area and such, but I'm not going to go into full details about that. But regardless, though, I don't like summer for a reason. To be honest, though, I don't really like summer for a reason because it gets extremely hot. Like back in June, it was like 109 degrees and such. It's caused me to make a video about it. However, my mom did not like the fact that I was making videos about on my channel about like addressing about the heat and such. But it's whatever though. But I did have to cancel one of my videos about the heat warning, so it's not really. But when I did make a video about it last year though, she had me delete that video, no pun intended. And I also uploaded another video called Talk About My School Schedule, which I also have to delete as well. But regardless though, I do like summer though, but I don't like the fact that it gets extremely hot during the summer. I still like summer in general, but the main reason I don't like about summer is the wildfires and heat. Because the one thing I don't like about summer is the excessive heat. Like, it's the excessive heat warnings, the heat advisories, temperatures being over 90 and 100 degrees. Seeing record-breaking heat in the forecast. Seeing every single day of 100 degrees in the forecast. And seeing warm temperatures overnight, like in the low to mid 80s and such. I don't like that. And like I said, I did make a video about it last year, but my mom had me delete that video for a reason I'm not gonna give out. So, but even though I did make a video about some videos about it this year though, but I did not mention the name of my state. And I did mention that I do not want to mention the name of the city and the state for privacy reasons. So that's no reason why I did not make videos about it recently. So regardless though, I do have some more videos coming out. I will be getting some new videos out. Autumn is the beginning of autumn is next week, so let's see how. I want to see these temperatures go down because I don't like it when it's in the 90s anymore. And to be honest though, before I end this video, I kind of like when the weather is in the 60s and 70s. I don't like when the weather is in the 90s, 100s, and 110s because it gets very hot. And I also heard that earlier this year there were some deaths going on, and there were some deaths occurring in Death Valley. which was not good, but my friend told me that since death is in its name, that's kind of one of the reasons why. But regardless, though, I would not go there. I would not visit there, so I'm not gonna say too much about it. But it's whatever. But besides the point, summer is worse in Florida too because you have to deal with tropical storms, hurricanes. But I'm not gonna go into that. But I'm not gonna go into that since I have friends that lives out there, so I'm not gonna go into that. Again, I'm not too worried about it though, so I just hope autumn and winter will be better though, and I will be I'm gonna have to stop making videos. I'm gonna have to stop making videos like addressing about the excessive heat warning in my area and stuff because that got me into a lot of trouble last month because of it. So, besides the point, but the week after this week, going into October, I will be starting the Singapore Spies and Detectives edition, so stick around for that. It's gonna be awesome, but anyways, I guess I have everything else to say, so I'll be closing up this video for now, and just addressing my thoughts on the summer so far, because it's been terrible. The other reasons I will not be giving out because it's political and controversial, but I'm just letting you know what's been happening. But besides the point, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace.